mentioned it earlier as well, board member for the Pittsburgh College Hockey Foundation. For people who don't know what it is, can you tell them a little bit about what you guys do?
Yeah, so basically, we just, like I said, we tried to come up with a way to help get the teams back, but really support the student athletes and the coaches and our drive to get these teams back. And so we kind of came up with some different ideas, and that was seemed to be kind of the best way to do it is to get like-minded people together and come up with positive ways to help. Provide an opportunity for these teams to come back, and we used it as a fundraising tool, and we went out and raised a lot of money to get to where we're at now. And the plan is and the hope is that we continue to do so well into the future.
Right. And can you sort of give us a look into what the donation and pledge numbers are at right now?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at the announcement, we have about $1.4 million in pledges. We're hoping to get that money in hand by December. And then, hopefully to raise another 1.4 million in pledges by December. So we're well on our way. We've done a really, really nice job. And there's been a lot of people from the foundation to the athletic department to the fundraisers at the school. Everybody's been putting a lot of hours in to try to make this work because there's so many people that want these teams back. So that's been a great sign. And again, yesterday, the announcement of Derek being signed on and Bree being involved as well. I think that's going to be huge for everybody involved. So we're really excited about it.
And what do you think the next step is? At this point, in the year is for the plan of reinstatement.
Yeah, I mean, I think that right now it's fundraising, and like I said, we have some great people working on this from the athletic department, from the school, from Derek to Bree down the line to our foundation. There's a lot of people out there trying to talk to as many people as possible, get as many people involved, and we're hoping for obviously the donations that we had are fantastic, and we obviously need to go out and get more. And the hope is there, the belief is there. Now we just got to go out and do it.
Right. And so, do you think, when we've seen players move all across the country now for different teams, do you think there's a chance that some of them, even though, it was a misdeed to get rid of the teams, do you think some of them would come back if the teams were reinstated?
Yeah, I mean, I would think there'd be some. Obviously, it all depends on the experience that they're having at their other school. But when you really break it down, every one of those players chose to come to Robert Morris for a reason. And whether it was the coaching staffs, whether it was the team, whether it was the school, whatever it might have been, they chose to come to Robert Morris for a reason, and they might not have those experiences elsewhere. Now they could go there and it could be a much better experience. You just never know. But at the end of the day, there's something about Robert Morris that is, for all its faults or whatever it might be, it's a great place and it's a great family. And, those players bought into that. And I think, hopefully some of them would be interested in coming back if the teams were reinstated.
Right. Definitely a big love for the program, no matter how far away they've gone. So, is there one moment, in your time as coach or your time even as player here that sticks out as one that you think, yeah, this is why hockey should be here, or this is why we should have the hockey teams at RMU?
That's a good question. There's a lot of them. Obviously, the experiences that you have on the ice are fantastic. The learning environment, the school itself is fantastic. The friendships that you make as being a part of those teams is amazing. I met my wife here, played on the women's team. I mean, we could have a whole nother segment and talk about how great it was and why these teams need to be around. But I think the biggest piece to it is, number one, they represented the school with all types of class. They were fantastic in the classroom. They were great in the community, and they were very successful on the ice. And so for those reasons alone, I think the teams need to be reinstated. And I think it's important that they're there. But at the end of the day, it's the community showed that they want these teams here, and it puts a good name on Robert Morris. So that's why we're trying to do that. That's why we're trying to get these teams back for all those reasons I stated and 1,000 more.
Absolutely. Definitely, a big part of the community, no matter how you slice it. Is there anything else you'd like to put out there that maybe, we didn't touch on in this interview?
I can't thank everybody enough for their efforts that are, from, like I said, the athletic department, the school, the foundation. There's been a lot of people that behind the scenes have been working really, really hard to make this happen. And they don't want credit for it, but the fact is they need some credit, and they've been doing a lot. And so thanks to them, and thanks to everybody who's, kind of driving the force on, the social media force. There's a lot of support all over the place, and we support that. And we're so grateful for that. And for all those people that have pledged, and giving. That's so huge, and every little bit makes a huge difference for us. So we're so grateful for them. And if you know anybody else that's out there that would want to help, give them the links and show them how to do it, and we're more than willing to help as well. But the work isn't over yet, but we're really excited.